problem.
The other day, remember Garrett Husbeth, that guy that he was a contributing editor on the book that I wrote?
Yeah.
He hanged himself a year and a half ago. And I scattered his ashes. And I have been going back to the site in the national park where I scattered his ashes. And I have some amazing EVPs. Like I asked.
Did you ask questions? And
Oh, I asked, where did you go when you left here? And you hear a voice, whispered voice, says heaven. I said, I asked another question. I said, what was the other one? Oh, I said, because I'd go back to the site, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever scattered ashes before, but some of the pieces of bone can be as big as like the nail on my thumb.
Are you serious? Really?
So I'd go back, and it's like fragments of bone like on top of them. I'm like, that's not good. It bothered me.
Yeah.
So I said, last time I was there, or 2 times ago, I said, it looks like the leaves are starting to cover up your ashes. Then I'd ask more questions. You can't hear these responses when you're doing it.
Only
right?
when you listen
You go back. And after I had said that, you hear a voice say, that's good. And then the thing that got me the most was his ex-wife got, or his former wife got
Remarried since his passing.
So I had said, are you with Krista, Catherine, and Elizabeth?
Mm-hmm.
Or I said, have you seen Krista, Catherine, and Elizabeth? And I went on to another question, but right after I said that, you hear him say, I'm with them. Like, are you kidding me?
Really?
It's like, it's so
Is
awesome.
it like clear as a bell talk, but
It's-
just quiet?
I mean, it's not like I'm talking now, but you can definitely, and you can hear it. Yeah. Which opens up all sorts of things for me,
Nice. Now we have to
because
channel someone now. Let's channel
Elvis
Blake.
Presley.
this guy was
Elvis
not
Presley.
religious at all.
No,
You know,
doesn't matter.
And,
Wow.
and if this is him. I want to get eventually if I can get a full-on voice,
Yeah.
then what I want to do is I want to try to ask some questions where he's going to say a word back that I know he said on a recording that we have. And then if you can look at the voice signature from when he was here in the body compared to that would, if they match up, that would be
match, though? Would you? I mean, like, how do we know if that's the way it works?
Oh, I don't know if that's the way it
Yeah.
works. I don't know. But we've captured some full-on voices that sound just like we're talking now. And if they do match, oh
That's
my
gonna
God,
be
that would be
wild.
amazing.
Well, all right. So what do you have to do? Just hit like
Just
record
ask
and
questions.
then.
Yeah, we're gonna put this
Questions.
down. What kind of questions you want to ask?
Who are you?
No, I want to know the gender.
Okay.
Are you
So we'll,
a man, a woman, a boy, or a girl?
The thing about EVP is don't go on like long-winded questions. Like
Oh,
don't say.
like make it-
So I was wondering, like, what's your name and where did you come from?
Just like yes or
The
no.
other night I felt you on the bed, and it kind of freaked me out. Like, don't ask a question, succinct, short, and just leave 10 or 15 seconds blank of silence. Think of another question to ask. Ask that one.
Do you have questions too?
Quiet, and we'll.
I'm
work
sure we'll
through-
think of them. I want to know what gender it is and what its name is.
What its name is? Well, can I ask what's your name?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, you can
okay.
ask whatever you want
Okay,
to.
okay.
Yeah,
Just keep it
yeah.
short and sweet.
Whatever you'd like to ask.
Should we
I mean, are there things that you want to ask in particular?
Well,
Well, we could do this again and
Well,
come back, but it's just.
yeah.
I want to
sometimes when
like.
you record, people get like.
I know.
No, but it's like, why are you here? Like,
Yeah, because it's not like we know the answer, so we
Right.
can't have a.
like, do they have a mission here? Or are they having trouble crossing over?
Exactly. Yeah.
And would they like us to help them?
So what you wanna-
All right. So do you want to ask a question,
A
and
new
I'll,
folder
like
here.
we'll take turns?
Okay, so we're recording.
Okay.
It's what's that? February 20th.
20th, 2013.
At Leslie's house
Uh-huh. Wednesday afternoon.
in her bedroom, and
We're just wondering, what's your name?
Leslie has a feeling that there's a spirit here that is making themselves known to her. Is that you? How often are you here? Can you tell me what color my coat is?
I get the feeling you're here to protect me. Is that true?
Did you guys build this house?
No, we moved
Okay.
in about 21 years ago.
So are you a previous resident of this house? Are you someone from Leslie's family that has passed over?
Do you like it here?
Is there a room that you frequent more often? If so, which room do you like more? Why do you like that room? When did you pass over? What year did you pass over? And do you know what year it is now?
Do you sit on the bed next to me when I'm sleeping?
Do you have a question?
Are you fond of me?
What was your other question from before? Trouble passing over, moving on?
No, why are they still lingering?
Yeah, are you having trouble passing over to the other side?
Is there something that's keeping you here in this house? And there's a plane going overhead, which can be really loud on those recordings. Unbelievable. What's keeping you here?
Is it the smell of muffins?
I was just thinking that. It's like, is it frustrating not to be able to eat the muffins?
I count them every day, so I know there's none missing. Do you watch TV with Mally and I at night? Do you like how I redecorated the room? I think it's better.
Are you aware of changes in the house?
How do you feel about change?
Do you feel like this is your house?
Did you just touch the back of my head?
Is there someone you're trying to reach out to?
how many spirits like you are here? Is it just you, or are there more? Tell us your name. I'm Gordon, that's Mallory,
I'm
Leslie. Tell us your name or the name of others that are here with you.
Did someone from my family who had passed on the other side send you here? And if so, did they have a message for me?
Still your question?
Oh.
We're whispering.
I was saying it was a stupid question.
No, I was gonna ask
Are you going to ask that? Like Mallory wants to know too.
what message you have for us.
It's probably been a while since anybody's actually spoken to you and expected a response, so we can come back and do this again. Would you like that? Any other questions?
I just wondered, were you here for Superstorm Sandy? That was a crazy 2 weeks.
Telephone.
That would be the muffin.
Can you get that? Do you have anything else to ask? No.
Do you know if there's anybody watching over me?
And I'm sure there is, but would you know their name? What is their name? We may not have asked the question that you want to answer. So we're going to give you 10 seconds or so just to say whatever you'd like to. Have you seen God? Have you been to heaven? Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Back to it on some other device or just like this?
You can listen to
Just
this,
as good quality?
but the speakers in here are crap. They're like tinny little
Oh.
tiny speakers.
And that's some
um,
kind of special recording device?
No, just
a
go
radio?
to Radio Shack and get
Are
a
you
voice
serious?
recorder.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all it'll do? Oh my God.
I don't want to say cheaper the better, but we've done EVPs with a videographer with like really high-end,
yeah.
cameras and stuff.
Mm.
And typically we get less EVPs on that camera, and or we get EVPs on our little devices and nothing on the camera, even though the camera's recording at the same time.
Really?
Because one of the theories is that perhaps the spirits are using the internal noise in the device itself to modulate their voice because they don't have vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
So getting something that's on the lower price end is not necessarily a bad thing.
Oh, that's hysterical.
So you can listen to them back with headphones, and that's helpful.
Yeah.
But I have software called Adobe Audition voice recognition software, and you can see the waveforms on there. So
Pretty cool.
it's a visual thing as well as auditory. And then So you're listening carefully, and then when you hear things, you can amplify it and take out some of the background noise if you have to. Sometimes it's so clear that you don't have to do that.
So when you play that back, like obviously we asked a gazillion questions, so if you hear a response, then you write the question down and then.
I'll download it right into my computer, that whole file.
Oh.
I'll play it back. I'll flag things that I think might be voices. I'll go back and listen to them if they're good.
Hmm.
Sometimes they're so in the background noise that, you know, saying, I think it says this, but nobody can, so it really doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
But if you get something, you can cut and paste that section of the audio and save it as a little audio clip into, make it a MP3 file or a WAV file or whatever you want, and then you can do whatever you want with them. You can email them, you can...
Just as long as you get the right answer to the right question lined up, that's all.
Oh no, you take the whole,
The
like,
whole thing.
you know, when you're playing it back, you'll see the sound
Oh, okay.
wave
But
on
we
here.
hear, you hear your
And
question.
you'll see
Well,
when
yes.
I talk, and you're listening, and then
okay.
you'll wait for a response. And let's say, you know, I'm speaking here,
Mhm.
I'm speaking again here, and you get a response in there,
Mhm.
I would clip that
Okay,
whole
gotcha.
section,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
hear the question
And the answer.
and the response.
Okay.
Yep. And then you save that.
So have you gone back to, like, have you gotten nothing and then you go back and you get something?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's not necessarily on the first try?
Sometimes you get it on the first try.
Mhm.
More often than not, the more times you go back, the more responses you get. If you recorded, you might be more apt to get things on the first go around because they know you.
Mhm.
And I think it's like anything else. You know, if you met somebody today and had a conversation with them,
Mhm.
tomorrow if you met them in the store, you know, you'd talk to them.
Right.
Whereas if some stranger came up to you on the street
Yeah.
and started talking, you'd be like,
I don't
yeah,
know
what?
you.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
you. You know,
Have
so
you
I think
ever-
that's the same
This sounds kind of.
thing that happens.
Have you ever gone to, like that poor guy from high school that was killed on the tree? Like, have you ever gone back to sort of a scene where somebody?
The scene of a
Yeah, the
tragedy
accident,
or a
yeah.
passing, you can,
Does
although
that
there's
happen?
no hard and fast rule that that's where they go. They typically go back to places that they like.
I just wondered if, like,
I'm only catching Garrett, and the only reason I'm going to back where I scattered his ashes is we scattered his ashes in that place because he loved that place.
Yeah, so that you would expect
that's
to find
why
him
he's
there.
here. Yeah, typically you don't go to graveyards and get voices because, you know,
we should
that's
go.
nothing to do.
We should go to the Old Burns Library
Mhm.
with this and see if we can get my sister. She like lived there. That's where she would probably be hanging.
Yeah, I've done some investigations there, actually.
It's a furniture store now, but we could go like in the room, that front room where she always sat and read the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her what's her opinion of it.
Now-
or try the new library. See
What
if she
was her
switched.
name?
Elaine.
Okay.
Alayne.
Really?
Yeah, why? Have you gotten Elaine in the library?
No. We've gotten a woman's voice that says, I'm down in the wall.
Down in the hall.
We got another woman's voice saying, tap it out. But
Down in the wall.
But the thing that made me stop there is they had, Garrett and I had been there a number of times, and he actually filmed a TV show of sorts, or an episode of a TV show there. But there was I want to say the South Jersey Paranormal Group or something went up there, and they said that they got the voice of a woman that they think was a prior librarian,
Oh, really?
but I want to say that they said her name was Elaine or Eileen or something along those lines, and that would be
Well,
interesting.
that was her place every single day. OCD to the library, to the L. She'd just
That
give you
would
the
be-
signal that we have to go to the L. We should try it. We should go over there and see if we can
Yeah.
find her.
I'll
That
look
and the
up.
coffee shop.
at
You
Grandma's
can probably
house.
find that online, actually. Burnsville Library, Old Burnsville Library, in Ghost Investigation. It was in the Burnsville News.
Was it
I know
really?
that.
Okay.
And they mentioned the name of the old
If-
librarian that they
Oh.
said they thought they contacted there.
Huh. Would have been funny if it was her, not the librarian. Did she mention Forbes magazine?
Yeah.
That would be significant. Forbes was her favorite magazine.
Really?
Yes. She was a little girl. Did you
Huh.
ever go to Dr. Cox on Philly Avenue?
No, but I know
Oh, okay.
people that did. Yeah.
When that was our family doctor, when she was really little,
Yeah.
we're in the waiting room and she knocked on the glass and Dr. Cox's wife opened the thing and she said, "Where's the Forbes?"
Where's that Forbes?
And she's just this little thing. She's just loved Forbes from the beginning of time.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh man, we have a lot of people we could contact.
Yeah. See, the thing about the library is it's so old that
I
you
know.
really have to keep going back and really do a lot of
I
research
know.
because it could be somebody from the 1700s,
Yeah.
1800s, 1900s, and you know,
Can you pick up animals or no?
yeah, it's possible. Yeah, we've gotten some growling sounds before that people said they were, their dog was still with the I don't know, who knows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, well, so
So-
if we, I mean, you must tell me if you caught anything, but if you didn't, I'll try it again.
It's still unsteady. Right?
No,
Yeah.
no, you know, like you're asleep in the bed and you